Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Falaji Fadiibi. I'm your host of Keep It Going. We're here today in Philadelphia in Northern Liberties at the Hudson Table, where we're going to introduce Keep It Going. What is Keep It Going? Keep It Going is basically what we want to do to highlight and showcase people that are doing positive things within our community. You could be an entrepreneur, you could be a teacher, you can be a broker, you can be basically anything. As long as you're inciting positivity into our community, that's what we're here for today. I want to thank our sponsors. I'd like to thank bookdinner.com, also Fadiibi Properties. We're going to have chefs on every episode of Keep It Going. They will be cooking up some delicious cuisines for us so we can highlight our local chefs. Keep it going. We want you to keep it going. Help us keep it going. And we hope to see you guys soon. So today we have Grandma O. She cooks authentic Nigerian cuisine. Welcome, Grandma O. How you doing?
I'm good, Falaji. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for joining us. I'm
Thank
so
you.
excited to have you. Couple quick questions. How long have you been cooking?
10 to 15 years.
Okay. All Nigerian cuisine,
Oh, yes.
all types.
African dishes.
Okay. So what do you have for us today?
Well, today I have variety of food. We have some rice, fried rice, jollof rice, chicken, salted beef, and then of course we have some meat pie, some chin-chin, and some goat meat pepper soup.
My favorite. You know how we do, Grandma. That's my favorite. So I'm looking forward to this, and this is meat pie. You got that ready and on deck. All right, we're looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to tasting your creations. Thanks, Grandma.
Thank you very much.
So you guys saw it here live and direct. We got Grandma O, and we're gonna be tasting this cuisine a little bit later on. So let's keep it going. Hello and welcome back to Keep It Going, Motivation Mondays. And we're happy to have Deborah Spence, owner and founder of Fierce Realty, with us today. How you doing, Deb?
I'm doing super awesome, like I always say. Thanks for having me, I appreciate it.
Oh, Deb, we're happy to have you. Looking forward to getting into it. Again, Motivation Mondays, we want to highlight people that are doing great things, influencers, people that are just trailblazing, and you just embody that idea. So tell us a little bit about yourself, where you grew up and how you got into real estate.
Well, I'm the youngest of 7, born and raised in the South Bronx, dirt poor, so poor. I got a scholarship to go to Hofstra University, graduated with a degree in accounting, and then for the next 10, 15 years of my life, it just went dark. You know, I was really sick, I was in and out of the hospital, and so I feel like my career started when I turned 40, and when my career started, I was working odd jobs and doing this and that to get ahead, selling $30 prepaid phones at Metro, PCS, and then I stumbled upon my mechanic, and he was fixing my car in front of a vacant lot, and he told me about real estate. He said, this lot is gonna be $1 million, if not more. They're gonna build townhomes here. There's gonna be a little driveway here, parking in the back. And he opened up my eyes to a whole different world. So I started doing research, and I immediately quit my job. I studied for 6 weeks, the real estate school, taking the exam, failed the first time, passed, and then from there, it was the sky the limit. My first year, I listed over 64 homes.
Wow.
I sold half of them. And then it was, my passion from then on.
That's great. So tell me how you decided to open your own brokerage. There are a lot of agents out there that, make a lot of money just being agents, or that's what they feel that they want to do for the rest of their lives. How did you know that you wanted to open your own brokerage?
Legacy. I wanted to, leave a legacy for my boys. I have 2 boys, and I wanted to leave a legacy for them, something with our name on it that can pass down from generation to generation, to say that, we were here. We put our mark on this society, that we get up every day and we try, and, just to motivate my boys and for them to motivate their children and say that, we put a mark on this world and we're gonna pass it down into the next generation.
I love that. That's a nice legacy to leave.
Absolutely.
As an African-American woman though, did you face challenges that you think, African-American male or just the male might not face, or do you think it was a little harder for you?
Well, I just think it is difficult for anybody, whether you're African-American male, female, Hispanic, Asian, it's just difficult to be an entrepreneur. And the battle is, you gotta win the battle of the mind. the FUD I call fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And so your mind battles with that. Like, can I do this? Will I be successful? We have a love-hate relationship with success. We want to be successful, but we hate people that are successful. So you got to get over that battle of the mind. And then once you get over the battle of the mind, you got to get rid of the negative people in your life. So people will want to see you in a box and say, you're just this Deb that sold Metro phones, or you're this Deb that, grew up dirt poor in the South Bronx. You can't be a broker owner. You can't go public in 5 years. That's just not who you are. So you got to get past that. And then once you get past that, you just, the sky is the limit. And, what's your motto? Keep going, keep it going. Keep going no matter what obstacles, because there's always going to be a challenge. There's always going to be the good, the bad, the evil, the not evil. And once you get past that, you'll be all right. The universe just opens up, and then, you just get to, be what you want to be.
I hear you, Deb. But you say it like it's so easy, right? I don't think it's that easy to just get over it. So how did you, or maybe you can tell me about a time, like, or your most significant challenge, like how did you combat that? Like, what did you do?
Well, being a broker owner, just being an entrepreneur, it's difficult. And how I deal with it, I steady the mind. I meditate. I have a morning routine where I write down my goals. I write down my affirmations, and I pray. And I just get myself ready for the day. Because as soon as you jump in the car and start heading out on the road, the roller coaster begins, the ups and downs of real estate, the inspection challenge, the no cash to close challenge, the real estate agent that wants to quit, or the real estate agent that wants 80% commission, but they only did X amount of deals. And so that roller coaster ride is every day, all day long. But if you steady the mind, if you be still in the morning, you'll be able to prepare yourself for anything that happens. Because things are going to happen, I get pulled over by the cops when I'm in the neighborhood showing homes, but I don't let it shake me or make me rattle to the point that, I'm going to go home and quit and never sell real estate again. There's been times where I had doubt and where I had fear, where I felt uncertainty, but I overcome that by, steadying the mind and having positive people around me. That's also really important. And also on top of that, I read a lot. So I read and I feed the mind with positive information, and I learn about my field so I can be an expert in my field. I know what I'm doing so that I'm not stumbling over how to get a transaction to close, how to onboard a new agent. I read and I study and I prepare myself. So that's how I deal with all of the challenges. And there are many. There's so many challenges. It's really, really difficult. And, of course, being African American, being a woman, it just adds on another challenge. But I'm not going to let that stop me.
I love the attitude. I think it starts with attitude, and you have that dominating attitude. You talked about agents. One thing I love that you're doing, Deb, is the apprenticeship program that you have. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure, of course. So what I am doing, I am a socially conscious corporation, and I want to help the community. The motto is, the mission of my company is to serve my community one key at a time. And that includes just the individuals that are in the community. And what I want for them is to have the opportunity to do real estate like I did. Open up the opportunities. And sometimes there's somebody that's so passionate, they have desire, they have the energy, they have the commitment, but they don't have the funds, they don't have the money. And they may go to their parents, they may go to their brother, they may go to somebody, and they'll say, oh, you're not ready for this, or it's too expensive, or do this later. But I want to be the one to say, you know what, if you have all of those characteristics, I'll cover you. You have a scholarship, a full scholarship. It'll pay for your real estate school. It'll pay for your real estate training. It will pay for your real estate application. I'll pay for your real estate exam. I'll pay for your MLS dues, the county fees, the association fees, everything. Oh, I even give a stipend to them. Only if you have that desire and you have that promise and you have that energy inside of you, but you don't have the money. That's the only barrier that you have. Here it is. We got to give opportunities. If we reach a certain level of success, we can't just keep going and not turn around and say, hey, come with me.
Right. I love that, Deb. So many people, unfortunately, don't look back, So I love the fact when that apprenticeship program came up, I love the fact we're going to continue to spread the word on Keep It Going. So well done there. Let's talk a little bit about your book. You're an author of 2 books. Quite impressive. Can you tell us a little bit about them?
So my first book, Burning Desire, I wrote that book and it literally came from my notes that I would write in the morning. And what I say, I would journal and I do all of that in the morning. So the first book literally came from my notes from the morning about my journey. It tells a little bit about my medical condition and why I was out of it for 10 to 15 years. And then it goes into how I stumbled on the mechanic and he taught me about real estate and how I got licensed and then started working with individuals and with families and how to do an open house. And it starts out as my journey and then it turns into a how to do real estate your first year. So that's a really, really good book. And the other book is Stop Whining About Being Broke. It really just like a pet peeve of mine that some people that just talk about, oh, we can't get ahead because of this. We can't get ahead because of the man. Sometimes, I said, my battles with the mind, it's because of their own mindset. So here's the playbook if you want to be a real estate investor. Here's the playbook if you want to be a real estate developer. Here's the challenge, read the book and do it. So I wrote that book because I wanted to, one, get rid of the naysayers that say it's not possible, and then show other people that really want to learn about real estate. They really want to become investors. They really want to become developers. I said, here's the playbook, and there it is. So I wrote that out of a little bit of frustration and the inability to communicate with others about it is not difficult to do this business.
That is impressive, Deb. That's really impressive. I think I kind of know a little bit about how you got the name from what I'm talking and what you're sharing with us, but I'll let you say it in your own words. So Deborah is the owner again and founder of Fierce Realty. Fierce,
like a lion, like
she said fierce. All right.
So I'm really aggressive, and so the lion represents fierce, that energy, that passion, that excitement about what I'm doing, and I felt like fierce is the perfect name. I go out there fierce, making sure that I take care of my buyers, making sure I take care of the sellers, making sure, I'm there for my agents, pulling in, people that may be even on the margins of society. They may be all the way over here and some people just giving up on them. I'll pull them in and say, hey, you on the corner doing that? Imagine if you did this.
Right.
So that's what fierce is. Being bold, being brave, being resilient. The company is diverse, and I felt like that was just the perfect name.
I love it. I love everything you're doing, Deb. I guess the last question I'll just close with is, what's your vision for the future? What do you want to do? How big do you want this thing to go? What do you want to leave behind?
Well, they say go big or go home, right? So my vision is to go public in 5 years, to have Fierce Realty Corp across the East Coast and hopefully nationwide at some point, to have this apprenticeship program, the scholarship program, East Coast across, the states on the East Coast as a part of the company. Literally, it's a unit of the company where we bring people that, again, are on the margins of society. They have this passion, they have this desire, but they don't have the money, to bring them in the fold and teach them everything that they need to know about real estate. And just things that they may not even know. Like, okay, you gotta get your grammar correct, you have to, get the clothing correct, and things of that nature. So that's the goal, is to make a whole unit of Fierce Realty Corp, salary agents to go out and learn we're paying you to really be a real estate agent. And so that's the goal, to go public in 5 years and to be a national company.
Well, thank you so much, Deb, for joining us here on Keep It Going. You are a beast, you are killing it, and you're just spreading positivity, which is what Keep It Going embodies. So you guys have heard it. If you want to be a real estate agent, Fierce Realty, Deborah Spence. If you want to learn more about real estate, we have some complimentary books. You email us at Keep It Going. We can share these with you, and we look forward to continuing to change our lives and our futures. Thank you, Deb.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
No problem. So we're back here on Keep It Going with Grandma O. we're doing the check back in. If you guys recall, she was gonna hook us up with some nice Nigerian authentic delicacies. Thank you, Grandma O.
Thank you.
Woo woo.
This looks yummy.
Yummier than yummy.
Yummy. So let's go around so we can show you guys what we got. This is chin chin.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we have the goat meat pepper soup. Okay. And then take us through the plate.
Yeah, you have the salted chicken, you have salted beef, you have jollof rice, fried rice with shrimp and vegetables, and of course the meat pie.
Wow. Falaji, this is
good.
this is fantabulous.
I hear you
This
guys in the
is-
background. They said this is the best meat pie.
Is it?
That's what I just heard.
Wow, wow.
That's what I heard. All right. Well, let's get to it. I think we should start showing.
Chin chin first?
Chin chin. Let's try the chin chin.
Okay,
man.
cool. After you, bro.
Chin chin is very
Okay, hold on. Let me pick it up because you didn't do it.
Justice. I'm sorry.
What do you think? What do you think? I think I need
See,
another one.
Grandma O, I'm kind of spoiled because I order and I get Grandma O's food a lot.
But how does it taste?
It has a pulp. It has a pulp to it. You know, sometimes you go to stores and you try to buy this chin chin. It's not gonna taste like this. I think I'm tasting a little bit of brown sugar. Is that brown sugar?
brown
Okay.
sugar. You have nutmeg, you have cinnamon. You have,
I taste all of that nutmeg, the cinnamon. I'm gonna taste like a mini cookie.
Yes,
yeah,
very
that's
sweet,
it.
very sweet.
and it's
Delicious.
very healthy.
Oh, it is.
Very
Okay,
healthy.
that's good to know.
For people that like the snack, you don't want to put the pounds on. You might want to think about chin chin.
So what's next?
One of my favorites, pepper soup. Pepper soup.
Goat's meat peppers.
Goat's meat pepper soup. So I know for a fact that goat meat is very expensive. $8.69 a pound. So
Oh, wow.
goat meat pepper soup is a delicacy right now. So to be able to have that, I'm excited. So let's do it.
It smells amazing. Let's try. Let me try.
Yeah. Yeah.
Try.
So to me, this tastes perfect as a pepper soup connoisseur. I know a lot about pepper soup, and sometimes people can miss the mark by trying to make it too pepperish or too
Yeah.
spicy. You know, there's one time I had it, I couldn't even eat it,
Right,
because
right.
They just OD on the spice. But this is like the perfect blend. I feel like somebody who can tolerate a little bit of spice would even enjoy this.
I agree. Yeah. Because it feels like it's gonna be like super spicy, but it just kind of settles.
Yeah, it's just,
It settles inside.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
good.
great.
This is really good.
great.
I'm gonna go in on this a little later.
Okay, so 2 for 2.
2 for 2. 2 for 2. All right.
So what we got here?
So we got the jollof rice. Now for me, I'm a fried rice fan. Jollof is good. It's an African staple all around.
So who has the
West
best
Africa.
jollof? Who has the best
Hey,
jollof?
I'm biased, man. Nigeria has the best jollof
We all
in my eyes.
Okay.
So,
okay. So we're
all
gonna
right.
find out soon.
Let's go with the jollof. Yeah,
Okay,
let's
cool.
go
You wanna
with
start
the
with the jollof first? Let me see. Good. All right. Very flavorful. Not too spicy. It's very, very good. Yeah, I approve.
So for you guys that aren't familiar with Nigerian cuisine, I suggest jollof. You can start there. Again, it's not too spicy. A lot of our cuisines tend to be a little bit on the spicy side, but this is
No,
it's
that was
perfect.
good.
Yeah, this one is perfect.
This
It has a lot of flavor to it. And jollof is kind of made with a tomato-based type of stew, right?
Okay. So what's next?
Let's go with fried. Yeah, the
Okay,
fried.
let's go with fried rice.
Again, for me, the fried rice is one of my favorites. I see, Grandma, on this fried rice, you didn't make it as spicy on this go round.
Yeah.
I do want it spicy so that everybody can
Enjoy it. Right. Not everybody has that high spice tolerance. So, okay. Now, what do you think about it, Sean?
It was good. Like I like this. I see there's a mix of vegetables inside as well. So it looks like we have some peas, some onions, some tomatoes. So I think it gives a little bit of it's a healthy balance. Yeah, I like it. It was good. Yeah, I'm actually pro jollof, but the fried rice I can do either or. But this is official.
Trying to start a jollof versus fried war.
Right. No, it was good. It was good.
All right, cool. So let's go to some of the proteins. Yeah, let's go to some of the proteins.
Okay. This what, the chicken or the beef? Which one? Let's go chicken and beef, and then we'll.
Chicken and beef. All right,
cool. So. I'm gonna try the chicken.
Oh, was working in that kitchen.
Well,
the beef, the sauteed chicken and beef, very nice. Beef is very tender. Again, it's with the red stew type stewed beef, right? Yeah, I like it. A lot of times what happens is when you order your jollof, you will get it with a protein. So if you're a beef person, you can take beef, or if you're chicken, or both, whatever you like. But to me, this is just wonderful, wonderfully cooked. I don't know what else to say.
No.
It's like Nigerian food. That's what it is.
Okay, cool. So we going with the last two, the meat pie and the shrimp, or?
Yeah, let's do it. Meat pie.
Okay, cool.
All right, Mom, tell us a little bit about.
Yeah, what consists of a meat pie?
Meat pie is made with dough, flour. Then of course you fill it with beef, some vegetables, salted, grind mixed meat.
Okay. Mixed meat. Okay. Okay.
Let's take a bite. So this, guys, you can eat this with your hands. Let's break this open. You can see here, the camera, you got the mixed meat.
Yeah, it's a nice blend. It's almost like a sandwich of sorts. The meat filling is very delicious. Yeah, it's not too spicy at all. And the dough is crispy, but it's soft at the same time. So it's almost like the crust of an apple pie. I like it. And then is it vegetables inside as well with the meat?
Beef, onions.
And some onions. Okay, that's what I tasted. No, it's good.
And this is meat pie. It's not a Jamaican beef patty. So that's something totally different. So if you've had that, but you haven't had meat pie, then you want to try meat pie. Two totally different tastes. Thank you, Grandma O. Yeah, I think this is an amazing platter.
So I'm looking forward to finishing this full platter. So this is good. So everything is approved.
Lastly, if you want some of Grandma O's food, bookdinner.com. All right, thanks.